I have a very unusual hobby. I'm I like to jump out of trees. In fact, I'm what they call a tree jumper. And you've probably never heard of anybody doing anything like this. It sounds probably crazy and partially insane. And if you think that, you might well be right. But I am British and I am eccentric. And we do crazy things in the UK. So let me tell you what tree jumping is all about. You have to find a tree, and it has to be very tall, and it has to have lots of branches, and you have to be able to climb up it. So therefore, you need lots of branches. And you also need a couple of things to take with you. Well, actually, just one. What you need is a saw. And it doesn't matter what type of saw, but you should be able to strap it to your back so you can keep your hands free when climbing. So probably a strap would be the second thing you need. And what you do is you climb up as far as you can possibly get until you're way, way above the ground. And when you get as far as you can go, you look for a branch that you can step out onto. And what you do is you step out onto it, and then you take the saw from behind your back and you saw the branch off behind you. And that's when the jumping takes part. Well, it could be jumping or it could be falling. It's actually more close to falling, but since it's a deliberate decision, I'm going to refer to it as jumping. And then when you land, assuming you land in one piece, you find another tree and you do it again and again and again. And I've been doing this for most of my life, which is a very long time indeed. But if you think I'm absolutely, utterly insane and crazy, would you please raise your hand so I can see the hands go up? One. Al's got two hands. George, do you think I'm crazy?
Only halfway.
Nicole, yes? You think I'm crazy?
A wee bit.
Leela?
No, I don't. I think you have a very interesting and eccentric hobby.
Well, yes, I did say eccentric. So let me just clarify. I don't actually jump out of trees. That would be stupid, and my mother didn't raise any idiots. But what it is, it's a metaphor for the way I live my life. And I am a risk taker, and I never worry about, I never let fear stop me. So in my life, I have lived in multiple countries. I've landed in places as I am in Spain without knowing anybody, without really knowing the language, having no contacts, no resources, no safety net, but I've just jumped. And it has been a very worthwhile experience. And so tree jumping is really more taking a leap of faith and trusting yourself that it will work out. And it doesn't always. Sometimes you jump out of the tree and where you land isn't the right place to land. And then you climb up another tree immediately, as I did when I came to Spain. I went to England first and thought, yeah, this isn't where I want to be. And I climbed up the tree again and landed in Spain, where I have now settled, and I live on the Mediterranean in a beautiful apartment overlooking the sea, and life is good. But if I didn't have the internal courage that I encourage all of you and everybody to have, I wouldn't have done 90% of the things that I've done in my life, perhaps more than that. So don't let fear stop you from doing things you want to do. Don't let other people dissuade you from doing things you want to do. There are always those who say it's too risky, it won't work. Oh, it's a bad idea. Most of those people are coming from a position of fear. They're imprinting their own insecurities on you. And since I don't let that happen to me, I encourage you not to let it happen to you. After all, what is life without risk?